Hello everyone, welcome. This is your fourth chapter, Windows Forms. So now let us see the concept of moving and sizing forms and controls in a code. So in VB.NET you use the set bounds method to move forms and controls, and the size and location properties to set their dimensions. So you set the size property to new size object and the location property to a new point object. The dimensions you set in size and point objects are measured in pixels, and you create these objects by passing x and y dimensions to their classes constructors like size of x dimension and y dimension and point x location, y location. So let us see one example. So see the button click event. When you click button 1, so then the size button 1 dot size equal to new size 150, button 1 dot location equal to new point 0 0. So this is how to move or size or increase or decrease the size of the controls in code. So you can also use the set bounds method to do the same thing. So this is the syntax is overloads public subset bounds by val x as integer, by val y as integer, by val width as integer, by val height as integer. So there are the arguments you pass to set bounds is x, the new left property value of the control, y, the new right property value of the control, width, the new width property value of the control, height, the new height property value of the control. Okay. So there is another method of using set bounds. See, the syntax is overloads public subset bounds by val x as integer, by val y as integer, by val width as integer, by val height as integer, by val specified as bounds specified. So specifies that both location and size property values are indicated. Height specifies that the height of the control is indicated. Location specifies the both x and y coordinates of the control are indicated. None specifies no bounds are indicated. Size specifies that both width and height property values of the control are indicated. Width specifies that the width of the control is indicated. X specifies that left edge of the control is indicated. Y specifies that the top edge of control is indicated. So this is how to use this set bounds. Set bounds button 1 dot set bounds 0 0 150. Okay, so here you by using set bounds you can change the location and dimension of the control. So here the next concept is showing and hiding controls and forms. So here you can do it using a easiest way, that is just to use the controls or forms visible property. Setting this property to true displays the control or form, setting it to false hides it. So there you see the example. So button 1 click, so we are writing the code for button 1 click, button 1's click event. So button 1 dot visible equal to false. So when you click button 1, so button 1 should become, it will be the visible or it will become invisible. Okay. So you can also use the show and hide methods of controls and forms to show and hide them. So see the example. When you click button 1, form 2 dot hide and form 3 dot hide. So when you click button 1, form 2 and form 3 will be invisible. Okay. So here we will see the one example here. Example of using location and size property. See, I am using a button 1. So if you double click it, you get the code form. So write the code inside button 1's click event. So button 1 size, button 1's size dot button 1 dot size equal to new size 150. So if I run this program, if I click this button 1, see the size is changed, button 1 size is changed. Okay. So now I am adding one more button, that is button 2. Button 2, and I am writing code for button 1's click event. So now button 2 button 2 dot location equal to new point. Okay, point. So I am specifying the point, that means location on the screen. So if I run this program, if I click button 1, see button 2's location has changed. Okay, so that too when you click button 1, because we have written code inside button 1's click event. So I am changing it to 50. See the button, when I click button 2, so the location has changed. 0 0 is upper left corner of the screen, and I am increasing the x value. See 10, it is increased. So I am changing it to button 1, button 1's location and button 1's size, nothing to do with button 2. See button 1 size and location has changed, button 2 remains as it is. So now I am using set bounds. Okay, set bounds, button 2 set bounds 0 0 0 0 is the location, that is location 0 0, 150 is size. Okay, so if I run this program, button 1, when I click button 1, so the button 2 has changed. Okay, the set bound is activated for button 2. So set bounds 10, if I click button 1, see button 1 and button 2. So set bounds works for button 2, that too when we click button 1. So everything we have written inside button 1's click event. So whatever it happens only if you click button 1. So the next concept is using the message box function, that is msgbox. So the syntax is public function msgbox prompt as object, buttons as message box style equal to message box style dot OK only, title as object equal to nothing, as msgbox result arguments. So here the arguments are prompt, a string expression displayed as the message in the dialog box. The maximum length is about 1024 characters, and buttons, the sum of values specifying the number and type of buttons to display, the icon style to use, the identifier of the default button, and the modality of the message box. And if you omit buttons, the default value is 0. And title, string expression displayed in the title bar of the dialog box. So, and if you omit this title, the application name is placed in the title bar. See some of the message box constants. The constant value OK only, it shows OK button only. OK cancel shows OK and cancel buttons. Abort, retry, ignore, it shows abort, retry and ignore buttons. Yes, no, cancel, it shows yes, no and cancel buttons. Yes, no, it shows yes and no buttons. Retry, cancel shows retry and cancel buttons. And here see the function. This function returns a value from the message box result enumeration. Here are the possible message box result values indicating which button in the message box is the user clicked. So, when you click the message box, so it gives the result. If you click a message box, so result will be like this. The result value will be OK or cancel, abort, retry, ignore, yes, no. So, this will be the result of message box when a user clicks a message box. Okay. See, here is one example, button once click event. The code is result equal to msg box. This is a message box style OK cancel, message box style information plus message box style system model message box. So, the title is message box. If result equal to message box result dot OK, then text box 1 dot text equal to you clicked OK. Okay. So, if result equal to message box result dot OK means the result. So, it will take the result if the user clicks the OK button in a message box, then the result will be result equal to message box dot result dot OK. Okay. So, it will be resulted in OK only when the user clicks OK button of a message box. So, then the text box 1 dot text box 1 will display you clicked OK. So, this is one example. So, let us see one example here, practical example. I am using one button here and button 2. Okay. So, I am writing code for button 1. So, double click on button 1. So, it shows you the form code here. So, I am writing code for button 2 dot visible equal to false. So, when I click button 1, button 2 should become invisible. Okay, button 2 dot visible equal to false. If I click button 1, button 2 is disappeared. Okay. So, this is the easiest method showing or hiding controls or forms. Okay, so now let us see the example of a message box. Okay. So, I am writing code inside button 1's click event. When I click button 1, then a message box should be appeared. Okay. See, message box, msg box. msg box, it should display hello everyone. message box style information. See, the message box style is information. If I click button 1, see the message box. Hello everyone. Okay. See. So this project name is new 3, the title. And see, I am changing the style OK cancel. So if I run this program, see the message box OK with OK cancel button. See, one more is OK only, message box style OK only. If I click button 1, it will hello everyone, OK only with OK button. Yes no button with yes no button. See the message box with yes no button. This is the style of message box, yes no cancel. So it will appear with the 3 buttons, yes no and cancel. Hello everyone, yes no cancel.